Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field in beautiful Roseburg, Oregon. As today we get ready for Roseburg postseason baseball as they welcome in the Eagle Point Eagles. Today, Roseburg and Eagle Point will square off in the first round of the Southern Oregon Conference Tournament. 7 teams going in to decide a league champion at the end of the season. It is the final week of high school baseball in the state of Oregon, and we get things started with Roseburg baseball here on The Score. Good evening, everybody. I am Joey Kieran. Great to have you here with us for a little bit of an earlier start time to our usual Roseburg baseball on a Tuesday. We are looking forward to today's matchup here from the home field of Roseburg baseball. Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field. Beautiful setting for today's game. There are some clouds overhead, but it does look like we should stay dry, although temperatures have definitely dropped from where they were earlier this week here in the Umpqua Basin. We'll tell you more about the setting here on this Tuesday evening, but coming up in just a bit, we'll get a chance to catch up with head coach Troy Thompson of the Roseburg Indians. This is your Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Call Roseburg Disposal at 673-7122. Coming up, we'll have our word with Coach Thompson, but we want to remind you today's game is streaming live online at 541radio.com and on the Score YouTube channel, thanks to sponsorship from BTB Moving, providing labor services for your moving needs. Veteran-owned, affordable, dependable, efficient, and careful. They've got senior and veteran discounts available. Book now at 541-315-0122 and find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. Back with a word from head coach Troy Thompson after this 2-minute break on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on The Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
At Current Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, "Hey, where did you get that great smile?" And for you to be able to say, "At Current Orthodontics."
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The signature service oil change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one signature service oil change with Pennzoil, get one free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Back here with more of our pregame show, the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. Well, we are into the postseason for Roseburg baseball here this year as we start wrapping it up. Final week of the season for Roseburg, and we get a chance to catch up with head coach Troy Thompson. Coach, we talked a little bit about, are you guys putting any extra pressure or, putting anything into this week with it being a pseudo tournament for you guys? But as you get ready for this, the fact that you're playing for a championship at the end of the week, is there any sort of almost playoff kind of atmosphere around this one for you guys here today?
Well, anytime you have your last week and it's a culminating week that we have to play in this year, Sure, there's a little added extra there, I would think, knowing that the end is coming one way or another. So you'd obviously like to play your best baseball at the end of the year, and that's where we're at. So as far as just a strictly like a tournament feel, it doesn't really have that feel. But at the same time, you look at your schedule, you're playing some league opponents that you've seen and get an opportunity to play here at home again. So yeah, there's a lot of fun things to be playing for this time of year, and we're fortunate that we've able to run through our season here with what we've had the way we have. So we're excited about the opportunity this week, and glad we have the chance to play at least today and maybe a couple more days this week.
I know so much of this season has been hoping to kind of set the tone for next year and for this offseason during the summer. A win in this one against the South Medfords and North Medfords and Grants Pass could maybe set a nice tone for the offseason for you guys going into next year.
Sure. No, and like we say, every time we play, we want to play well and we want to do good things on the field, and it doesn't matter who the opponent is. We like to play the game and not the opponent, of course. And today it happens to be Eagle Point, and we're excited to get a chance to play the game. So, and those other teams, like you said, our traditional Southern Oregon League opponents, Grants Pass and South and North, those are good clubs, and we were glad to see them this year. And if we get the opportunity and earn the right to see them later this week, then that'll be a good thing at that time too. So, yeah, like you said, everything this year with the shortened season and kind of how it's gone, thinking towards next year and all those things, it doesn't diminish what we were trying to do this year at all. But it is what it is with a little shorter game schedule and a little shorter season. Of course, you're going to be thinking about what's ahead, what's coming next into the next years of your program. But this year's been a lot of fun for us, and we've had some good experiences with the kids, and the kids have gotten some experiences on the field, and that was kind of the whole purpose in our minds of getting out here and doing what we've been doing here this year. So it's been a positive experience, and we're fortunate, like I said, to get to have it after not having anything last year. So like I said, real fortunate to be kind of standing here where we are today with the opportunity to play.
Always like to take a quick look back at where you guys were in the last game, a win against North Bend, non-leaguer there on that Saturday, get one game in there, and Garrett looked good on the mound for 5 innings to be able to get you guys to a win, and the offense started coming around. How do you feel like you guys come out of that game getting ready for this one here against Eagle Point?
Well, the result is what we wanted. Obviously, Garrett did a good job on the mound. Battled for us, got out of a spot or two that he got himself in, and we were able to get out of it defensively. And then on offense, I'm not sure what our totals were as far as hits and those things. I think we had 7 or 8 hits, and the at-bats we did get. So that was a good performance there, and we were able to push those runs across. And then coming off a Grants Pass game the day before, or the game before, it was nice to see that continue. So obviously we'd like to continue offensively, with getting guys on, and we're not going to score every one. We understand that, but that's the purpose, or that's the whole thought process. You get guys on base, and we get somebody to drive them in, or somehow we push some runs across. So we'll continue with that, and hopefully that continues to be a positive thing for us, and something we work on, like we talk about a lot in practice, and try to put pressure on our guys in the cages and on the field and in live situations with runners on. And it's nice to see it happen in a game and come through in those situations.
For you guys, I can't remember who it was that told me in a post-game interview that I had, but that South Medford loss, getting shut out, might have been a kind of an eye-opening moment for this team. How do you feel like they've done? Obviously, run totals have jumped from getting shut out for you guys, but do you feel like that might have been a bit of a turning point for this team as they kind of maybe see what the competition level is like when it really gets going?
Well, when you think about the South Medford, which is a week ago today, and getting shut out, and then since that time we played 2 games and been able to score some runs, and our pitching has been very good in the 2 games since then. And it was fine against South Medford as well. We just didn't score. So our pitching is kind of has carried us like it does, or like it has. And our guys on the mound give us a chance to win. Now it's on the offense to make sure we score the runs we need to come out of there with wins. And the last 2 games we've been able to do that. Our pitching's been solid. Evan was very good down at Grants Pass, as you remember, with Takahashi closing that one for the last 3 outs. And then Garrett did a good job here Saturday and kept us in it and gave us a chance to score those runs. So same old thing. Everything kind of fits together. You get good pitching, and you like to get timely hitting and push some runs across early and play solid defense, and hopefully good things happen for you at the end of the day.
All right, well, we look forward to it here today. Head coach Troy Thompson joining us here. Thanks for the time, Coach.
Thanks, Joey.
And that is Coach Thompson talking with us here during the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. Let them make the run to the dome for you. That's Roseburg Disposal, 673-7122. Today, Roseburg at 11-4, taking on Eagle Point at 3-11. And looking forward to today's matchup. We'll get a chance to look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineups here coming up in a bit. Quick reminder that we are streaming today's game online at 541radio.com. You can also find it on our YouTube channel. Just search 1490 The Score there and be able to watch today's matchup between Roseburg and Eagle Point. That is presented by BTB Moving, providing labor services for your moving needs. Book your move now at 541-315-0122. Joey Keyran here with you. We'll go ahead and take the 2-minute break and come back with your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineups as we wrap up your Roseburg Disposal pregame show on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on The Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you can be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage. Back here at beautiful Champion Car Wash Field, getting ready to go for today's matchup between Roseburg and Eagle Point. Good showing here today, it looks like, from plenty of fans showing up for today's ball game, and we are happy to have them here with us and happy to have you tuning in on the radio or watching online. It's always great to have all the fans here with us as we start wrapping up this high school baseball season. It is the final week of the season, believe it or not. It is just absolutely cruised right on by. But as we get ready for today's matchup, it's time to take a look at our Cooper's Pest Control starting lineups. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins with great low rates. Give them a call at 673-0363. As we get things started here, we'll take a look at the lineup for the visiting team, the Eagle Point Eagles. Head coach Tyson Wolf will put together a starting nine with Trevor Brashears leading things off, the center fielder, followed by Jared Dole in left field. Darren Marsh, the pitcher, will bat third, followed by cleanup hitter Jace Ellis at second base. Stuart Lund is the first baseman. He'll bat fifth, followed by Luis Uribe, who is in right field, batting sixth. In the seventh spot will be the shortstop, Cruz Jimenez. Isaiah Meade, the catcher, batting eighth. And Dawson Foulon, the third baseman, will wrap up the starting nine for the Eagles. That's your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Eagle Point Eagles. Taking a look at the defensive alignment for Roseburg as they take the field in their white tops and white trousers, black socks, black cap with the orange R on the front. For Roseburg on the mound will be lefty Dominic Titone. Titone comes in with 20 1/3 innings worked. He has got a 3-1 record in 4 starts. He has a 2.75 ERA, 22 strikeouts in the 20 innings, 17 walks. He's given up 16 hits, 8 earned runs in those 20 and a third innings. Behind the plate is Knox Hubbard, the battery mate for Dominic Titone out at first base. Evan Corbin at second base. Sebastian Watson at third is Austin Takahashi. At shortstop is Dawson Gillespie. In the outfield from left to right, Carson Dunn, Logan Klopfenstein, and Garrett Zymet. That is your look around the diamond as we get ready to go for today's ball game. Getting ready for the first pitch. Our temperature here in Roseburg today, we are looking at 64 with partly cloudy conditions. There's plenty of kind of white, fluffy clouds in the sky, but no threat of rain here today. If Roseburg's back at home coming up on Thursday, there is a possibility that we might see a few sprinkles. Stepping in for the first at-bat will be the lefty, Trevor Brashears, versus the lefty, Dominic Titone. And we are underway as the first pitch is in for strike one. Joey Keyran here with you. It's Roseburg and Eagle Point squaring off in a first-round matchup in the Southern Oregon Conference Tournament. An 0-1 pitch is fouled down the left field side for strike two against Brashears. The center fielder leading off against Titone. Blue tops, white trousers, white numbers on the back of the jerseys for the Eagles. The 0-2 pitch here from Titone. Swing and a miss. Got him going after the breaking ball there, out in front of it on his front foot. Brashears could not pull back on that one. He goes down with a strikeout. One away. Jared Dole will bat. Dole, a right-handed batter. First pitch swinging. Fouls it off for strike one against Dominic Titone. The blue and white colors with a gold offset, I believe, around those numbers. Kind of hard to tell from up here in the booth. Two-tone caps, white tops, and the blue bills for the Eagles. There's a big swing and a miss on a pitch that cuts in near the shoe tops for Dole. Left fielder chasing that breaking ball from the lefty to the righty, and that one cutting right in at his ankles. The 0-2 pitch, trying to get it back-to-back strikeouts. Can't get it there high and away on the 0-2 offering from Titone. A ball and 2 strikes with 1 out and nobody on. Strike 3 called. Hits the top end of the strike zone there for Dole. Didn't seem as if he was overly pleased with that call, thinking that one might have been above the strike zone there. 2 down, and Darren Marsh will bat. He is the starting pitcher for Eagle Point. Back-to-back punch-outs for Dominic Titone. Looking to get the final out quickly here. He'll get a strike across on the first pitch. Roseburg Baseball today brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County, and by Dr. Alanson Randall, open and accepting new patients. Call 541-378-6694. Pitch fouled off, going down to one knee was Marsh. I don't know if he fouled it off himself or he just got his footing off on the artificial turf here at Champion Car Wash. The 0-2 pitch here for Titone. Chopper, first ball in play of the day, short hopped up in the air for Gillespie. He kept it on the infield, but couldn't field it cleanly. And that'll be a base runner on with 2 away for Eagle Point. And now the ever popular question, is that a hit or an error? I'm going to say probably an error on that one. Charging in on that one.
Next batter, the second baseman, number 8, Chase Ellis.
So 2 down, an error on Roseburg. Looks like we were all in agreement there. As a runner going in safely will go Darren Marsh to second base. And quickly, Marsh into scoring position with 2 down. 1-0 count at the plate for Jace Ellis batting. Takes low and inside. The cleanup hitter standing in with now a man in scoring position as Eagle Point will try to have a 2-out rally here. See if they can get something going against Roseburg early. A 2-0 count. And Tatone will step off. And he's going to call for Knox Hubbard to come out for a quick conversation. So Darren Marsh reaching on the infield error by Dawson Gillespie at short. Then stealing second base has him in scoring position. First error of the ball game for Roseburg. They've been cutting down on those numbers as of late. Roseburg's last 2 games has not had an error in their last 2, have only had 1 in their last 3 games. The 2-0 pitch for Ellis popped high in the air, right side into foul territory. 3 players there, and it's Corbin that'll take it. Sliding beneath him was Watson. Right there in the vicinity as well was Zymet. But Roseburg's Evan Corbin, the first baseman, will make the play in foul territory to finish things off for Eagle Point. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 man left on base. We're through a half inning. Scoreless ball game going to the bottom of the first after this 60-second break on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Isaiah Beede is the catcher. And Cruz Jimenez is at shortstop. There we go.
Bottom of the first inning, Roseburg Baseball today brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Taking a look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for Roseburg as they come up to bat against Eagle Point in a scoreless ball game. Sebastian Watson leads it off, the starting second baseman. Logan Klopfenstein batting second in center field. Austin Takahashi, the third baseman, hitting third. Dawson Gillespie, the shortstop, batting cleanup. Knox Hubbard, the catcher, will bat fifth. In right field, hitting sixth is Garrett Zymet. Nathan Wayman, the DH, hitting for Evan Corbin in the seventh spot. Dominic Tatone, the pitcher, hitting eighth. And Carson Dunn in right field will wrap up your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for Roseburg. They'll face off against Darren Marsh, a right-hander. Fires in, first pitch, strike one against Sebastian Watson. And we're underway in the bottom of the first here today from Champion Car Wash Field. The 0-1 to Watson is in the dirt for a 1-1 count. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins with great low rates. Give them a call at 673-0363. A 1-1 pitch for Watson, hitting .304 this season as he takes low and outside. He's got 15 walks on the season, second best on the team behind Dawson Gillespie with 23. The 2-1 is in the air right side. Charging that direction is Luis Uribe, who will make the catch as he continues on into foul territory. That one right on top of the foul line down that right field side. A fly ball out for Sebastian Watson to start off things in the bottom of the first. 0-0 ball game in this one so far. Logan Klopfenstein will bat next for Roseburg. We'll take a look around the diamond defensively, supporting Darren Marsh here in his start. Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Logan Klopfenstein. Klopfenstein hitting .300 on the season. The 0-1 is in the dirt from Marsh for a 1-1 count. Behind the plate, Isaiah Meade catching, the battery mate for Darren Marsh. Out at first base, Stuart Lund, Chase Ellis at second, Dawson Foulon at third, and Cruz Jimenez at short as another ball low, bouncing away from Meade for a moment for a 2-1 count against Klopfenstein. In the outfield from left to right, Jared Dole, Trevor Brashears, and Luis Uribe for Eagle Point. high. 3-1 count now. As Klopfenstein ahead in this at-bat with one out and nobody on. Bottom of the first in a scoreless ball game. Take a look at the rest of the tournament schedule here in the Southern Oregon Conference tournament that we have to finish things out, our culminating week event for Roseburg baseball. The 3-1 pitch is in the air to center, and it will drop in. Couldn't get there in time. Brashears put on the brakes late to make sure he was able to play that ball off of a bounce in center field. Wise decision, at least if that's going to be your play. You want to make sure you give yourself plenty of time here on this springy artificial turf at Champion Car Wash Field. We've seen a few balls bounce over guys out there in the outfield thinking that they had a good read on it. 1 on, 1 out. Throw down to second on the first pitch. Klopfenstein sliding in safely to second base after his 1-out single. He gets into second with Austin Takahashi at the plate, batting with 1 on and 1 out. The pitch to Takahashi. He pulls, and it gets through the gap between first and second. They're sending Klopfenstein to the plate. The throw will be cut off well in front. Klopfenstein will score on the RBI single by Austin Takahashi. Uribe sending that ball back in, and it was cut off by first baseman Stuart Lund as crossing plate Logan Klopfenstein getting in to score. 1-0 Roseburg in front, an RBI single for Austin Takahashi. Dawson Gillespie will bat. Throw over to first base. Back in goes Takahashi. For Austin, he was batting .231, and that is his 7th RBI of the season. As a foul tip into the glove for strike 1 for Gillespie. Dawson Gillespie in the cleanup spot has been hitting well. 400 on the year. I'd say that's pretty good. 23 walks, 14 RBIs, only 5 strikeouts this season. The 0-1 for Marsh. He's given up the lead. Runner going, pitch high. Throw down to second. Will be off target. Probably had a chance if it was at the bag, but it was a little high and away. Jace Ellis had to go away from the bag to catch the ball, and it would have been a long reach to get the tag down in time. 1-1 count for Gillespie. Stolen base for Takahashi. Dawson, a line drive shot ripped into left field. That's sending Jared Dole on the run. That ball off the fence. Takahashi will score easy as Gillespie's in with a stand-up RBI double. So Takahashi makes it a 2-0 score coming around to home after the double by Gillespie. For Dawson, that'll be RBI number 16 on the year. And that is his 6th double on the season, which is most on the team, breaking a tie he had with Knox Hubbard, who is batting. So throw goes to second base on a pickoff move by Marsh, and that might have ricocheted off the helmet of Dawson Gillespie into center field. But he's back in safely. So we've had 3 straight hits after the leadoff fly ball out by Sebastian Watson, single by Klopfenstein, single by Takahashi, and a double by Gillespie. Roseburg leading 2-0 as the pitch goes behind Knox Hubbard, and Gillespie easily taking third on the wild pitch. Roseburg had a win against Eagle Point the first time these two teams met. That was against Aaron Marsh. The 1-0 is behind the hitter again. Covering the plate goes Marsh to make sure that Gillespie doesn't have a chance to try and score on that another wild pitch. 2-0 count for Knox Hubbard here. Mentioned Hubbard was tied with Gillespie for the team lead in doubles. Knox comes in batting at .310 on the year out of the 5-hole. The game that Darren Marsh threw against Roseburg in a doubleheader down at Eagle Point earlier this year on May 1st was an 11-1 win for Roseburg against Marsh, who went 4 innings. He gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks, but took the loss. Evan Corbin was on the other side thrown in that matchup. Right now, Marsh has a 3-0 count against Knox Hubbard, and he will get the 3-0 pitch in for a strike. At third base, Dawson Gillespie. Roseburg leading 2-0. We're in the bottom of the first. Hubbard, big cut on a 3-1 pitch. He wanted all of that one. Didn't get it. Got just a piece of it. It was foul tipped back into the glove for strike 2. Full count pitch here with 1 out, and a visit out to the mound now for Isaiah Meade to talk with Marsh. Roseburg baseball here on the score, also brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. Got some college baseball going on today. We'll be checking in with the Ducks and the Beavers. Also, Roseburg softball in their tournament game against Eagle Point as a ball fouled off again by Hubbard, and I think that ricocheted off the catcher onto the mask for the umpire. So they both getting a little beat up on that one. Time called. We will give both the umpire and the catcher a moment to kind of reset. Breaking news in Major League Baseball for all you baseball fans out there. Angels star Mike Trout to miss 6 to 8 weeks with a right calf strain after suffering the injury yesterday against Cleveland. 3-2 pitch, ball 4. Knox Hubbard with 1 out will draw a walk to put runners on the corners for Roseburg. The catcher will get a courtesy runner. And coming in, Roseburg's got some of the guys from the JV team with their season now wrapped up. So coming in to run is going to be Eli Jacobs out at first.
It's Garrett Zimet.
1 out, first and third for Roseburg. Garrett Zimet batting. First pitch from Marsh, a breaking ball inside as he's working a longer inning here in the bottom of the first. Marsh got on base in the top of the first, but couldn't come around to score to give himself something to work with. Here in the bottom of the first, he has given up 3 hits. Now 1 walk in there as well. Fires in to Zimet, fouls it back. The lone senior on the roster for Roseburg this year to finish out the season. Zimet with a 1-1 count. Garrett comes in batting .314. He's got 9 RBI on the season. A chance to pick one up here with Gillespie on at third. Eli Jacobs on at first, running for Hubbard. Jacobs will take off. The throw not on target by Isaiah Meade, who basically spiked that one into the mound, and it was Marsh making a play like a shortstop there on the mound, trying to short hop that one and scoop it up on the rubber out there. Knocked it down on the mound, so the throw did not go through. A pitch over the plate, fouled back for strike 2. 2-2 count with runners at second and third, 1 away. Garrett Zimet at the plate. Marsh's 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Does not get the snap on that one. It stays high. Full count pitch coming up for Garrett Zimet here in the bottom of the first. Roseburg on top 2-0. 2 in scoring position. Full count pitch, swung on and missed. Went high and inside. Zimet went chasing after it and did not come up with any bit of the leather. Strikeout, first of the game for Darren Marsh. 2 down. Nathan Wayman will bat. DH. First pitch swinging, fouled up and out of play. Wayman, I believe a junior on this team. Will take high, a 1-1 count. Wayman has spent time at the JV level throughout much of it. He does have one game as a DH for Roseburg this season. The 1-1 to him. He takes high for a 2-1 count. The one game he did play, I thought he did well. He did so well that I gave him my player of the game nod at the very end of it. So he's one to watch going forward. I would imagine will be a part of this rotation in this lineup coming up next season for Roseburg. High, the count goes to 3-1 for Nathan Wayman, the DH, batting 7th in the lineup here. Runners at second and third, 2 down. And now Jace Ellis will visit out to the mound to talk with Darren Marsh. Three-1 offering here for Marsh. Kicks and fires. Gets it across for strike 2. Full count. Now nobody on at first, so the runner's not automatically running on the pitch. It's Nathan Wayman, the junior, for Roseburg. 3-2. Ground ball back up the middle. Gets into center field. 1 run in. Gillespie will score. It's Eli Jacobs scoring from second, running for Knox Hubbard. The throw goes all the way to the plate, knocked down there by the catcher, Isaiah Meade. And then running into second goes Nathan Wayman, a 2-run single for him, taking second base on the throw. A sharply hit ground ball gets into center field. And Roseburg now on top 4-0. Here in the bottom of the first. Still 2 outs as Dominic Titone will bat. Gillespie scoring, Eli Jacobs scoring for Knox Hubbard. And the first pitch, a strike against Dominic Titone. Roseburg's starting pitcher now has 4 runs to work with when he takes the mound again after this bottom of the first, but he's up to bat looking to try and help out his own cause. The 0-1. That one lined out towards right center. That's going to get some legs. It's rolling past Luis Uribe. He'll have to chase it all the way to the warning track. Heading for third goes Titone, and they will hold him up there. Dominic Titone with a RBI triple. Out to right center. The lefty pulling that ball all the way to the warning track. That is now 5 hits here in this first inning for Roseburg. 5 hits, 2 of them for extra bases. And Roseburg on top now 5-0. Nathan Wayman scoring from second easily on that ball to right center. Got some legs, and Uribe couldn't cut it off in time. Had to chase that baseball all the way to the warning track in the power alley out there. 9-hitter Carson Dunn will bat, and he'll take high and duck out of the way. It's Roseburg an early lead here against Eagle Point in this first-round playoff matchup. Dunn gets around on one. If that stays fair, it's trouble, and it will just go foul down the left field line. Dunn out in front of that ball. That would have at least one-hopped the fence, you would have thought. I think it one-hopped and got over the fence in foul territory. So that ball looked like it was heading to the fence line. Instead, it's just a long strike for Carson Dunn. 1-1 count, bottom of the first, 5-0 Roseburg. Dunn holding up on a breaking ball that ended up in the dirt. At third base is Dominic Titone after his RBI triple. 3 singles, a double, and a triple. Dunn will pop one in the air. The shortstop calling for it. Cruz Jimenez underneath it for the final out. Roseburg sends 9 hitters to the plate in the bottom of the first. They score 5 runs on 5 hits. There were no Eagle Point errors and 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the second. Roseburg in front by 5 here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
This is Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Top of the second inning, it is a 5-0 lead for Roseburg. Dominic Tatone, some cushion to work with as he'll face Stuart Lund, the first baseman, hitting 5th in the lineup for Eagle Point. The lefty Tatone, first pitch is in for a strike. I got to imagine pitching coach Richie Charles in there with Tatone at some point in between innings before he went back out on the rubber. 0-1 pitch, swung and fouled off. Say, hey, look, you got a big lead. Go out there, attack the strike zone, and let these hitters see if they can beat you while you're around that zone. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him on the outside corner. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Dominic Tatone. 1 away. Luis Uribe will bat. Uribe, the right fielder, standing in. When you got a 5-0 lead, we're only in the second inning as the ball fouled back. It's given up no hits so far, an error getting a base runner on in the first inning for Eagle Point. So there's no real need to be overly cautious on the mound. Obviously, you don't want to be just giving up softballs to them. Check swing, couldn't stop. Uribe gets strike 2 on a breaking ball outside. You don't want to just float him in there like that tattoo shot I saw on that Ephus pitch in Major League Baseball the other day. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about there, but that thing was blasted a mile as a pitch bounced in for Tatone. So you're not up there throwing BP, but at the same time, there's no real need to dance around the strike zone. Attack it, see if the hitters can handle you. The 1-2 from Tatone is high and away. 2-2 count. So coming up tonight, we won't have coverage of it because of our game going on here on the radio right now, but Oregon State baseball is up in Portland at Joe Etzel Field to take on the University of Portland. Another pitch high and away, and see, this is what I'm talking about here. For Tatone, throwing unnecessary pitches. Go after him. Full count here with 1 out, nobody on. Did challenge him there. That ball fouled off down the right field side. Giving chase was Garrett Zimet, but he couldn't get to it as it lands in foul territory. We'll do it again on the 3-2. There is some action in the bullpen for Eagle Point. And they choose the bullpen mound out there that is tucked back behind the grandstand, so I can't identify who is warming up. It looked like a right-hander. The 3-2. Ball hit sharply at Sebastian Watson. He gets it in on his hip pocket, snags it on the one hop off of the bat of Uribe, and makes a great throw over to Evan Corbin. 2 down. Retiring the back-to-back hitters to start off the second inning, much like he did in the first inning there for Tatone. Got the first 2 hitters before an error, got a runner on base. 2 down, nobody on. Cruz Jimenez, the shortstop, will stand in and bats. He takes outside for ball 1. Coming up from the JV roster, we had to trying to decipher lineup card handwriting. Had to look at the JV roster on osaa.org to figure out if we were reading that one correctly. And so a call up from the JV squad. No, the JV season's done, so no need not to have these guys at least in the dugout with you or possibly in the lineup like Jimenez and Wayman are today for both Roseburg and Eagle Point. 1-1 from Tatone, high and away. 2 balls and a strike. Roseburg softball, they are about 30 minutes away from the start of their game against Eagle Point in the first round of their tournament. Jimenez gets a piece of one, pops it up in the air, shallow center field. Watson, Gillespie, and Klopfenstein all there. It'll be the shortstop, Dawson Gillespie, underneath it for the final out. A 1-2-3 frame in the top of the second inning for Eagle Point. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. This is Roseburg Baseball on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Bottom of the second, Roseburg leading 5-0 against Eagle Point. Today's game brought to you by Good Vibrations Solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. New man on the mound, it's Lucas Fazio. That'll take over for Darren Marsh. It goes just 1 inning. Gave up 5 runs on 5 hits. Fazio will take over, and I told you I thought it was a righty warming up in the bullpen. Well, boy, did I get that wrong. It is a lefty out there, Fazio, getting a chance to throw here for Eagle Point. Marsh played at shortstop last time around when Roseburg played against Eagle Point. He is not there, though. Take a look at the rest of the defensive linemen here. Foulon still at third. It's still Jimenez at short. Jace Ellis, the second baseman. And the first baseman is, I believe Stuart Lund still there at first.
First batter for Roseburg in the bottom of the second inning, the shortstop number
Darren
2,
Marsh goes to center field. So Trevor Brashear's out of center. We'll see if he moves somewhere else defensively. Try and get you all caught up on all that. Lucas Fazio will face the top of the lineup here. 1-2-3 hitters coming up. Watson, Klopfenstein, and Takahashi. Roseburg leading 5-0 here on the Score. First pitch from Fazio, breaking ball, misses inside. I believe that is Uribe, still out there in right field. From the lefty, the 1-0 is high to Watson, a 2-0 count. In left field is Trevor Brashears. So I believe Jared Dole is the man that comes out of the lineup for Lucas Fazio. 2-0 pitch, misses outside. Watson ahead, 3 balls, no strikes. Get you the full final line on Darren Marsh starting today's game for Eagle Point. 3-0 pitch, Fazio out of his windup for the lefty. Gets a strike across. 3 balls and 1 strike against Sebastian Watson. 0 for 1 on the day for Watson. He flew out to right field last time up against Marsh, the 3-1. Strike 2. Takes on the inside corner. That breaking ball from the lefty to the righty had Watson sliding back there from the inside corner. That one cutting across the plate as it went in on the hitter. Full count pitch here for Fazio, who's battled his way back into the at-bat. And Watson will fire one out to left field, but it carries long enough for Brashears to make the play. 1 away. Hard hit ball by Watson, just happens to go right to the left fielder and carry just a bit too far. There's 1 away, and Fazio fighting his way back into the at-bat there, getting the first out. Not too shabby there for the youngster. It'll be Logan Klopfenstein who got the first hit of the game, and he will get hit by his first pitch. Coming a bit too far inside for Fazio. He will put Klopfenstein on for a second time in this ball game. 1 on and 1 away. Fazio stepping off. I think there was some confusion between the catcher and the coaching staff in the dugout there. Fazio with Klopfenstein on at first, delivers to the plate against Austin Takahashi. Lefty versus lefty matchup, misses low and outside for ball 1. Fazio is a freshman, so definitely a youngster out there. Cruz Jimenez, too, who we were talking about earlier, the starting shortstop, also a freshman for this Eagle Point team. The 1-0. Fazio will miss high and away, 2-0 count. Fell behind 3 balls, no strikes against Sebastian Watson. Battled his way back and got a line out to left field. But then on the very first pitch, he beamed Logan Klopfenstein to put him on at first. Swung on and fouled back to the netting by Takahashi. Gives him a 2-1 count. So Roseburg softball will be playing Eagle Point. They start at 5 o'clock tonight. We'll try and give you updates on that as we get that game underway. The 2-1 pitch here for Fazio. He kicks and delivers in and hits the outside corner for called strike 2. Roseburg starting a little bit earlier than normal here today at 4 o'clock. Usually they start at 5, but the ball field a little busy today, which is the joys of having the artificial turf. Umpqua Valley Christian School playing baseball here tonight, so Roseburg started a little earlier to make sure that things keep moving. 2-2 pitch is outside. The count will go full against Takahashi with 1 out and 1 on. Bottom of the second, our score 5-0. Roseburg in front of Eagle Point. Winner moves on to face the winner of South Medford and Crater going on tonight. The loser will face the loser of that matchup. Full count pitch. Takahashi fights it off. As Klopfenstein was running, he'll have to head back to first base. The SOC baseball tournament going to be today, Thursday, and then wraps up on Saturday. To guarantee a shot of playing on Saturday, all you got to do is win at least 1 game. If you're the team that unfortunately loses 2 straight games, then you would be out of it. There's a throw over to first base. Almost thrown away. So you've got North Medford getting a bye. Only 7 teams in the league, so North Medford, the number 1 seed in the baseball tournament, gets a bye. We'll run through the rest of it here. 3-2 pitch, runner going again. The pitch is high and away. Now that ball, got to make sure that doesn't get away, and Jimenez will do that. 3-2 count, with that one being ball 4. Klopfenstein was going to be safe no matter what.
Next batter, number 9, Dawson.
But if that ball gets sailed out into the outfield, Klopfenstein could take an extra base. So, risky throw there from Isaiah Meade, although you understand that he was trying to get the runner out, trying to steal second. 2 on, 1 away. It's Dawson Gillespie standing in. Takes a strike. Gillespie, a double to left field, back in the first, driving in a run. Another RBI opportunity for Roseburg's cleanup hitter. So you've got Ashland and Grants Pass playing today. That one in Grants Pass. South Medford hosting Crater, and then Roseburg hosting Eagle Point. North Medford's playing North Bend today, but it's not part of the tournament. They get that bye, so they're automatically moving on to play the winner of Ashland and Grants Pass. Oh, 0-1 pitch here for Fazio against Gillespie. Rips that one foul. Got around on that one early. Oh, 0-1 count. Dawson Gillespie here in the bottom of the second. 5-0. Roseburg in front. The 0-2 count. Ground ball towards short. Jimenez flips it to second. He doesn't get it there in time. And now off the bag, Takahashi will be tagged. There's a bit of a collision there. Ellis falling with Takahashi around him. And I don't know if Takahashi just came off the bag on his slide into second or if he thought he was out and then had gotten off the bag. But he was safe at first and then tagged out as he goes off the bag at second. 2 down.
Next batter, number 4.
Gillespie will get on with a fielder's choice. Up to third base goes Klopfenstein. Knox Hubbard will bat, the lefty. Fazio missing on the first offering here to Hubbard, who drew a walk in the first against Darren Marsh, who lasted just 1 inning, now playing in center field. One-0 pitch is outside, to 2-0 count. Throw down to second, stealing, and safely will go Gillespie. At third base, Klopfenstein doesn't try to force the issue and take home. He stays there. Stolen base, Gillespie gets into second. 2 in scoring position with 2 down, a 2-0 count at the plate for Knox Hubbard. The 2-0 pitch is outside, gets away from Meade, and Klopfenstein will score. Gillespie up to third. Wild pitch. Bringing in a run for Roseburg, now on top 6-0 here in the second inning. 3-0 count for Hubbard, who's on the verge of getting another walk. Gillespie at third, Klopfenstein scoring. And a visit to the mound for Jace Ellis, who goes to talk with Lucas Fazio, the freshman out there getting a chance. Three balls, no strikes. Pitch is high for ball 4. Popped up off the edge of the glove there for Meade. He goes and tracks it down at third base. Gillespie not going to try and press the issue. Is now visit out to the mound for the Eagle Point coaching staff. As a courtesy runner, Eli Jacobs will come on again for Knox Hubbard, who has drawn a pair of walks in this contest. Roseburg baseball today is brought to you by Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning. Get 0% financing for 72 months on approved credit now at Mahalo Heating and Air. And by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. Coming up tomorrow, today, this game is the start of a busy week for yours truly. Tomorrow, we'll be over at Stuart W. Robertson Memorial Gymnasium to call the home opener for Roseburg boys basketball. They take on Eagle Point, believe it or not. It's a lot of Eagle Point action here early on this week. So we'll be there for Roseburg boys basketball. We're going to be doing home games for boys and girls basketball this year here on the radio and streaming at 541radio.com. First pitch to Garrett Zymet in the air out towards left field on the run. The catch is made by Trevor Bershears in left field for the final out. 0 for 2 day now going there for Garrett Zymet. Roseburg gets 1 run added to their total here in the second. 1 run on no hits. 1 run, no hits. There were no errors. And 2 men left on base. We go to the top of the third inning. Roseburg up 6-0 on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Starting off the
top of the third inning.
Number 5, Isaiah Meade.
Roseburg leading 6-0, and Eagle Point coming up with their 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Isaiah Meade, the catcher, will bat against Dominic Tatone, who's been in the dugout for a while now. Another lengthy inning there for a half inning for Roseburg's hitters. Outside on the first pitch, ball 1 to Meade. The 1-0 pitch is in for a called strike. Isaiah Meade, a junior. Got a few seniors on this roster for Eagle Point. So 1-1 bounces in. Seems like at Roseburg High School this year, it seems like a smaller senior class, although it could just be a smaller senior class of athletics. But seemed like football, a smaller roster of seniors, and baseball as well. The boys basketball team will be calling that game coming up tomorrow. They've got a group of 4 seniors there that have been playing together for a while. 3-1 pitch from Tatone is fouled back by Meade to give him a full count. Zach Martin, the Parker brothers, Matthew and Jacob, Atreyu Pinard, group of seniors there that have all been on that varsity bench since they were sophomores. And all were starters, or at least in the heavy rotation last year. Ball fouled away. Isaiah Meade stays with the full count. 3-2. It's high for ball 4, and that'll be the first walk issued by Dominic Tatone here today. And the leadoff man on base out of the 8th spot in the lineup. 1 on, first base runner since the first inning when Darren Marsh reached on an error at shortstop.
Next batter, number 9, Dawson Foulon.
The 9-hitter Dawson Foulon, the third baseman, will bat with 1 on and nobody out. The first pitch is high and away for ball 1. A 1-0 count. Got a courtesy runner over at first base for the catcher. Tatone delivers in with the 1-0. It's hit to Takahashi, throws to second, little high. Watson brings it down, fires over to first. A 5-4-3 double play. Out at second base, the courtesy runner. That is Austin Dustin, maybe? Austin Destin? Double check on that one here. Austin Dustin. There you go. Austin Dustin thrown out at second, running for the catcher, Isaiah Meade. And then at first base, Dawson Foulon, the back end of that 5-4-3 double play. Bases empty. Trevor Brashears leading things off. The lefty takes low. The count will go to 1-1. With 2 down. The throw from Takahashi a little bit high. That throw down that line from third base to second base is always such a difficult throw. A pitch low, 2 balls and a strike now for Brashears. It's a little bit high from Takahashi, but Watson jumped up, got it, got back on the bag in time, and then threw over to first. A bunt attempt thrown away by Tatone, and that ball is going to roll into the visiting bullpen. Heading for third is going to go Brashears. That ball knocked down on the infield, and no play will be made at third base. Brashears laying down a bunt on the first base side, catching Roseburg off guard. Dominic Tatone fielded that one, had a chance to make the play at first, but he threw it low. It got by Evan Corbin, who didn't have a lot of time to react with how close that play was to him. Didn't have a chance to react to it. And then the ball that one went sailing away, rolling all the way into the bullpen for the visiting team down that right field side. Long run for everybody to try and get that ball back in. And Brashears just keeps moving. So an error on Roseburg will get a man in at third base for Eagle Point. It's a pitch high for a 1-0 count. Batting in the spot of Jared Dole after coming in on to pitch in the game, Lucas Fazio, left-handed thrower and a left-handed batter. He takes for a 2-0 count now. The freshman with a chance to drive in a run here will take a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 offering is in the dirt, knocked down by Hubbard. A little struggle as he slid to his left to block that one. He kind of got all tangled up with his arms and legs, had a little bit of a struggle to get up out of his crouch to get to the baseball, but it didn't roll away that far, so he's all right. The 3-1 pitch, Fazio fouls it away into the Roseburg dugout. Look out, Julie Deaver down there hanging out in the dugout, the athletic trainer for Roseburg. That ball coming at her. Quick reaction time down there for Julie. She's the best. 3-2 pitch fouled away, this time into the parking lot for Fazio, and he'll have himself a 3-2 count still. Top of the third, it's a 6-0 score, and ball 4 issued to the freshman Lucas Fazio. Second walk of the inning for Dominic Tatone. Roseburg wanted strike 3, did not get the call.
Number 17, Darren Marsh.
Darren Marsh will bat. Now, he's a guy with a big bat. First pitch he'll take for ball 1. He was the first runner to reach base for Eagle Point, and until this top of the third inning, he was the only runner to reach base. Got on with a chopper to short that was misplayed by Dawson Gillespie as he charged in trying to make a play on the ball. Pitch low. 2-0 count here for Marsh. Dominic Titone trying to get through the third inning with runners right now on the corners and 2 down. Misses outside. The count goes to 3-0. Roseburg leading at 6-0 in this first round tournament game in the Southern Oregon Conference. 3-0 from Titone. A walk would load him up. Ground ball right side gets through. A run will come in for Eagle Point. Up to second base goes Fazio. At least I believe that's still Fazio. They might have brought in a courtesy runner. No, still out there running for himself as the pitcher. So an RBI for Darren Marsh. It's a ground ball right side for the first base hit of the ball game for Eagle Point. Breaks up that no-hitter here in the third and brings in the first run to break up the shutout. That was a 3-0 swing with 2 outs and a man at third. A walk would have loaded the bases there for Darren Marsh, and he went after a 3-0 pitch. Drove in a run. That's interesting tactic. That ball in the air for Jace Ellis out towards left field where Carson Dunn will call for it in front of Logan Klopfenstein. Final out there. One batter too late, though. The shutout is broken. Eagle Point on the board with a 1 run. On 1 hit, there was 1 Roseburg error and 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. Roseburg in front, 6-1 on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Kern Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, hey, where did you get that great smile? And for you to be able to say, at Kern Orthodontics.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The Signature Service Oil Change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one Signature Service Oil Change with Pennzoil, get one free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car.
Joey Kieran here with you as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Today's game is streaming live online at 541radio.com and on the Score YouTube channel. Thanks to sponsorship from BTB Moving, providing labor services for your moving needs. Veteran-owned, affordable, dependable, efficient, and careful. Their senior and veteran discounts available. Book now at 541-315-0122 or find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. We appreciate their sponsorship of the video stream. Roseburg on top 6-1 as we start the bottom of the third inning. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for Roseburg for a second time in the contest. The Roseburg softball game about to get started here in 5 minutes against Eagle Point. Oregon State baseball taking on Portland, getting started at 5. Tonight, Oregon Ducks baseball starting at 6 on News Radio 1240 KQEN, our news partner here in Douglas County. Nathan Wayman will bat. He has got a 2-run single that he drove in back in the first inning when Roseburg put up 5 runs. Right now, your tally. First inning, Roseburg put up 5, another run in the second. Eagle Point getting 1 back in the top of the third. Here in the bottom of the third, Roseburg trying to add some more to their total. Wayman will take high for a 2-0 count. Roseburg baseball also brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. 2-0 from Lucas Fazio is a swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Disappeared down low for Wayman, went chasing there. So win or lose, Roseburg scheduled to play again on Thursday. Opponent to be determined, location to be determined. All of it depends on who wins on the other side of the bracket and who wins on this one. Out in front on a breaking ball for Wayman. He got way out in front of that one. I think got fooled, expecting something with a little bit more zip on it. And that ball breaking down below towards the shins for the right-handed batter, Nathan Wayman. And he was way out in front of it. The 2-2. And again out in front, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. Leading things off here in the third inning, Lucas Fazio with a strikeout. That's his first of the afternoon. Coming on in relief of Darren Marsh, who pitched the first inning and then was taken out and moved to center field. One away. Dominic Titone will bat. He had the triple to right center. Found that alley out there. And Titone drove in one with the triple. He'll take outside for ball 1 with 1 out and nobody on. 1-0 pitch. There is some action in Roseburg's bullpen. Titone waits on the 1-0 offering from Fazio, and it's low again at 2 balls, no strike count. Austin Takahashi out there getting his arm loose. These half innings for Roseburg at the plate have been lengthy. So while Titone hasn't necessarily thrown a whole lot, and things got a little loose for him there in the top of the third, he hasn't, this game has drug on a little bit. Just about 1 hour into the contest, and we're only 2.5 innings into it. A 3-0 count for Titone. Lefty versus lefty matchup. The pitch from Fazio is high for ball 4. A walk issued. That is the third for Fazio. He has pitched an inning and a third so far. Also has hit a batter. A courtesy runner for the pitcher. It'll be Jordan White out there. And a visit out to the mound gives us an opportunity to tell you today's game brought to you by Current Orthodontics. A healthy, attractive smile means confidence inside and out. Make sure you call Dr. Peterson at 541-672-5721. First pitch coming up here for Carson Dunn. He's 0 for 1 in the game. Popped out to the shortstop in shallow center field. That finished things off in the first inning. And before the first pitch, Dunn will step out, calling time. At first base, Jordan White running for Dominic Titone as the courtesy runner. Down low on the first pitch, that ball gets away. Dunn threw up an immediate signal to tell Jordan White out at first base, don't go. Didn't look initially like that ball was going to get away from Isaiah Meade behind the plate, but then it trickled up the third base line. If White had gotten a good read on that one and maybe ignored the signal from Dunn, he might have been able to take second, but initial read was that that ball was not going to get away. Pitch again in the dirt. This time White is running, and the throw from his knees, Isaiah Meade tossing it down to second base. It's not going to be there in time. Go down as a wild pitch to move up Jordan White. 2 balls, no strikes against Dunn. Looking for his first hit of the contest. Pitch inside, and the count goes 3-0. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Roseburg Baseball on 541radio.com and on The Score. Quick visit to the mound there for Jace Ellis to have a conversation with Lucas Fazio. The second baseman returns to his spot as we return to the at-bat for Carson Dunn, and he takes ball 4 to put runners at first and second. Back-to-back walks issued by Fazio. He's now given 4 free passes, and that is going to prompt a trip down to the bullpen.
Next batter, number 2, Sebastian Watson.
For Eagle Point. Eagle Point sending Curtis Jackson down there to start getting loose. First pitch into Sebastian Watson is inside for ball 1. Watson 0 for 2 with a pair of fly ball outs here in this one. He is batting for a 3rd time in his many innings. The 1-0 pitch. Squaring to bunt. Pulled it back, and that one rides in on the right-handed hitter. Watson couldn't get out of the way of that pitch. He will head on down to first with the hit by pitch. That loads him up for Roseburg. With 1 out here in the 3rd inning. Bottom of the 3rd. Roseburg leading 6-1, and a visit coming out of the dugout for Eagle Point as they check in down in the bullpen, and it looks like we'll have a call to the pen. Sophomore Curtis Jackson is heading out, and it looks like this will do it for Lucas Fazio. We've had a call to the pen brought to you by, well, let's say by Tim's Appliance. We don't actually have a sponsor for it, but I'm going to give it to him anyways. Tim's Appliance at the corner of Lane and South Stevens in Roseburg. 0% financing always available. Let's go ahead and take the break. 3rd pitcher in this ballgame for Eagle Point. Lucas Fazio, the freshman, will get a round of applause. Back after a 60-second break here on 541radio.com and on the score.
Get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy 1 signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The signature service oil change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy 1 signature service oil change with Pennzoil, get 1 free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Curtis Jackson's going to take over on the mound for Eagle Point. A right-handed sophomore will be throwing as Roseburg will come back with the top of their lineup here. 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up. Roseburg Baseball today brought to you by the Smile Station, your destination for aesthetically crafted smiles. You know, when you look at it in the box score, Lucas Fazio's total doesn't look all that bad, although the 3 runners on base inherited by Curtis Jackson will go to the total of Lucas Fazio if any of them come around to score. But Fazio pitched 1 1/3 innings. He did not give up a hit. Right now, he's given up just 1 run, 4 walks, and 1 strikeout. He did hit 2 batters. So the 4 runners, or the 4 walks definitely are big, as well as the 2 hit batters in this game. That has helped Roseburg load the bases here in the 3rd, but he didn't give up a hit in an inning and a 3rd. I think changing out some shoes on the mound for the pitcher there. This artificial turf here at Champion Car Wash Field, they don't allow metal cleats out there, so most guys wearing the molded plastic cleats. And we've seen plenty of players have kind of some issues with footing sometimes, slipping out from underneath them. So they switch up some cleats there for Curtis Jackson, and He'll now face Logan Klopfenstein. Misses high and inside for ball one. Bases are loaded. There's one out here in the third. Roseburg leads 6-1, looking to add to it. Strike one for Klopfenstein, a 1-1 count. One. Klopfenstein pulls it third base side, picked up by Foulon. He'll throw to first, a tag applied, a run will score. Foulon doesn't try to go around the horn for the double play. It'll be an RBI ground out for Logan Klopfenstein. 5-3 the put out.
Next batter, number 14, Austin Takahashi.
2 down. Coming in to score was Jordan White running for Dominic Tatone. Carson Dunn goes to third, and now will come in to score as the first pitch gets away from Isaiah Meade. Dunn will add another run, and Roseburg's now on top 8-1. And the only runner left on base is Sebastian Watson, who's now all the way over to third. Watson moving to second on the ground out by Klopfenstein, and now taking third on the wild pitch. Dunn had moved from second to third on the ground out, scores on the wild pitch, and it was Jordan White scoring in place of Dominic Tatone. One hopper to Foulon, fires over to first just in time to get the speedy Austin Takahashi for the final out. Roseburg puts 2 more on the board. They lead 8-1 as we go to the top of the 4th inning. This is Roseburg Baseball, 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Top of the 4th inning, Roseburg on top, 8-1 over Eagle Point. It'll be Stuart Lund leading things off. Still out there throwing for Roseburg is Dominic Tatone. The lefty fires and gets a swing and a miss on the first pitch. Today's game brought to you by Flyaway Travel. Contact their travel experts for your travel plans, now located at 1445 West Harvard Avenue, or give them a call at 672-5701. The 0-1 pitch, chopped towards third on the short hop. Takahashi on the short hop. Evan Corbin. Get out the glove work there. Takahashi charging in on a bounder. Took that one on the short hop. His throw on the run. Short hopped into Evan Corbin, who scoops and makes the glove save for the out at first. Good defense behind Dominic Tatone there. One away, 0-for-2 day for Stuart Lund. Luis Uribe will bat. First pitch outside to Uribe from Tatone. Yeah, that was some fantastic defense there by Roseburg. Not an easy throw for Takahashi, especially after the way he had to field that one. Kind of had to get the glove up quick and get the ball out there. And Corbin in his stretch making that scoop. I'm just impressed all around there. 2-0 pitch fouled back for strike one. Welcome everybody that is watching online, and to any Eagle Point fans that didn't make the trip up here today and watching. We appreciate you coming and finding us online to watch today's broadcast. At the plate right now is Luis Uribe. with a 2-2 count after a big swing and a miss. The 2-2 pitch is outside from Titone. Roseburg dug out trying to get that call, and they do not. Full count pitch coming up here for Uribe. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Right into the glove for Knox Hubbard on that breaking ball. Strike 3, another strikeout for Dominic Titone. He's got 4 of them. 2 away. The freshman Cruz Jimenez will bat, starting shortstop. He'll step in with nobody on base. First pitch is strike 1. Oh, 1 delivery here from Titone outside. Cloudy, hazy blue skies overhead here on this Tuesday evening in Roseburg. Ground ball back to the mound. The comebacker snagged by Titone. Takes his time and fires over to first to get Jimenez for the final out. Some good defense behind Dominic Titone and some good defense by him as well. Roseburg keeps Eagle Point off the board with a 1-2-3 top of the 4th. 8-1 your score as we head to the bottom half of the frame on 541radio.com and on the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Kern Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, hey, where did you get that great smile? And for you to be able to say, at Kern Orthodontics.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Today's Roseburg baseball game is brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. And by Dr. Lanson Randall, open and accepting new patients. Call at 541-378-6694. And don't forget to stick around for the post-game show for your Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game pizza the way it ought to be. Roseburg leading 8-1. As we go to the bottom of the 4th, it is Dawson Gillespie batting for a 3rd time. Gillespie is 1 for 2, has an RBI double and scored a run. Takes high from the 3rd pitcher in the game for Eagle Point, Curtis Jackson throwing here. A 1-0 pitch. It's inside and high. So if Roseburg wins, they will play the winner between South Medford and Crater on Thursday. 2-0 pitch in for a called strike. South Medford and Crater playing at Harry and David Field today. And if Roseburg wins and South Medford wins, that game likely will be on the road Thursday. Strike taken on the outside corner by Gillespie. Gillespie gives him a 2-2 count. Got a ball game going on over there on the softball field here at Stewart Park. We'll check that score for you, Aaron, in just a minute. And the pitch inside on the 2-2 offering from Jackson will graze Dawson Gillespie, and he heads on down to first with the hit by pitch. It's 2 runs in the top of the 1st for Eagle Point. But Roseburg rallies back. They tie the game up with 2 runs in the bottom of the 1st, it looks like, and I think they are through 1 inning of play over there. 2-2 ball game between Roseburg and Eagle Point softball. going on just behind the left field fence here at Stewart Park. So one runner on after the hit by pitch for Curtis Jackson. That's the third hit batter of the ball game for Roseburg. Roseburg has scored 1 in the second and 2 in the third, despite not having a hit since the first inning when they scored 5 runs on 5 hits. First pitch, a strike against Knox Hubbard. Knox has a pair of walks. Roseburg had 5 hits in the first inning, a double, a triple, and 3 singles. But since then, they have not gotten a hit, but they've still added 3 more runs to their total. They lead 8-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. Running from first is Gillespie, a strike, throw down to second, and that one goes off of Gillespie as he is trying to get up off the bag. So he got hit by a pitch to get on base, then gets hit by the throw down to second, and I think he got hit in the helmet on a throw to second base earlier in this game as well. So getting a little banged up there is Dawson Gillespie. He's into second base with the steal. At the plate, Knox Hubbard, an 0-2 count. Takes high and away for ball 1. Hubbard walked in the first, and the courtesy runner Eli Jacobs eventually came around to score. He also got walked in the second. Hubbard trying to catch up to Dawson Gillespie, who leads the team in walks. Gets around on a 1-2 pitch, flares it in the air out to left field. That's going to be trouble. Did he hang on to it? Yes, he did. In left field, Trevor Brashears misread that ball off the bat. It had some English on it, so it took a weird angle to get to him. But he makes a snag going feet first with a bit of a dive. He wasn't all out sliding to get to that ball, but he snags it just off the turf and then kind of tumbles a bit. And the question was, could he hang on? And that one sticks in the webbing for the out for Trevor Brashears. 1 away. Garrett Zymet will bat, and he gets hit. Zymet looked to be really not all that worried about that pitch coming inside. He kind of just watched it hit him and then said, okay, I'll do it. I'll take first if that's what you want. So that is another hit batter for Curtis Jackson, who entered this game in the third inning and got the final 2 outs on
number 20, Nathan Wayman.
Against the next 2 batters. He retired 2 straight to finish off the third. But here in the 4th inning, first time that he goes out there to start an inning, he's hit 2 batters and has gotten 1 pop out thanks to some good defense in left field. Nathan Wayman will bat. He gets underneath the first pitch, pops it up in foul territory. The third baseman, Foulon, will watch it into the glove for the second out. 2 away. Nathan Wayman is now 1 for 3 on the day with a pair of RBI.
Number 3, Dominic Titone.
2 down. Dominic Titone will bat. He is 1 for 1 with an RBI triple in the first. Got walked, and Jordan White scored in his position as the courtesy runner. First pitch here from Jackson. A breaking ball hits the top of the zone for a called strike 1. Wind picking up a little bit as it has been here in the Umpqua Basin as of late. Seems like as the day wears on, the wind usually starts picking up in the evening. Does look like raindrops may be in the forecast for the next couple of days, but today does not look like we've got much of a threat. Checking in on the game on the other side of the bracket for us. South Medford and Crater playing, and it's after 1 inning of play, 2-0, South Medford in front of Crater. The 0-1 pitch outside. Again, with the score in Roseburg's favor right now at 8-1, if it stays that way, Roseburg would face the winner of South Medford and Crater. And it's a 2-0 lead early for the Panthers. 1-1 from Jackson. Swinging and fouling it down the first base line for strike 2. Dominic Titone. the lefty pulling around on that one. He pulled that ball to the right field power alley out there in the first inning for a triple. They shade him as a pull hitter. The center fielder playing very much towards right field. The 1-2 fouled away. Tatone will stay alive. A Tuesday afternoon here at Champion Car Wash Field. Not going to be many more days here left at this baseball field for Roseburg baseball this season. The 1-2 bounces in out in front of the plate. A 2-2 count, stopping it behind the dish. Isaiah Meade tracking that ball down, holding all the runners. At first base, Garrett Zymet. At second base, Dawson Gillespie, both reaching on a hit by pitch. In fact, Dominic Tatone has the last hit in this game for Roseburg, that triple back in the first. That was the last time they had a hit. Bouncing in the dirt again. Count goes full. So that the 8th hitter to the plate in the first inning had the last hit of the game for Roseburg. Since then, they've scored 3 runs and had runners on and in scoring position in every inning since. Full count pitch coming up here with 2 down. The runners will be going. They take off, and it's ball 4 at the plate. Bases loaded with 2 down. Gillespie to third, Zymet to second. Tatone goes to first, and now the courtesy runner will be Jordan White again. Carson Dunn batting. That's the first walk issued for Curtis Jackson on in relief as the third pitcher of the game for Eagle Point. First pitch, strike 1 against Dunn, who is 0 for 1 in this game. Carson drew a walk in the 3rd inning and eventually came around to score on a wild pitch. The 0-1 from Jackson bounces in again. He's been in the dirt quite a bit. Missing low on that one. A 1-1 count. Check in on that Oregon State baseball game. They're in the top of the second, and it's a 1-0 lead. Oregon State at the plate, but it's a 1-0 lead for Portland as a ball fouled off by Dunn. Yanked that one towards the home bullpen down the left field side. One-two count with 2 down, bases loaded. Big opportunity for Roseburg to really blow this one open here in the 4th if they could get a 2-out rally. Dunn pulling another one towards the home bullpen. That continues to send. Eli Jacobs tracking down foul balls down that left field side. So 1-0 Oregon State trailing against Portland in the top of the second of that game from Joe Etzel Field. 1-2 pitch. Jackson delivers. Dunn underneath it out to left field. Brashears drifting back, squares it up, and he will camp underneath it for the out. For the first time in the ball game, Eagle Point will keep Roseburg off the scoreboard in an inning. It's 8-1 our score as we go to the top of the 5th inning here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Top of the fifth inning, Roseburg baseball today, brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? And by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. Dominic Titone out there throwing for the fifth inning. He will face the second time through the lineup and wrap it up. He'll face the 8-9-1 hitters. He's fallen behind 2-0 here against Isaiah Meade, who drew a walk to lead off the third inning. The 2-0 pitch, low for 3 balls, no strikes. Looks like we've got a score on the Grants Pass and Ashland game. Now, all the other games in the tournament that Roseburg's in here, all starting at 5 o'clock, so Roseburg ahead of everybody by a little bit. It's a 3-0 pitch on the outside half for a strike, makes it a 3-1 count for Isaiah Meade. Grants Pass taking on Ashland today. 3-1 pitch is low. It's the second walk of the game for Isaiah Meade, the 8-hitter in the lineup. Catcher heads on down to first. A courtesy runner will come on. And again, I believe that's Austin Dustin out there.
Next batter, number 9, Dawson Foulon.
Yes, Austin Dustin running at first. Dawson Foulon will bat. He grounded into a double play in the third inning. Takes the first pitch for strike one. So Grants Pass, Ashland scores 2 in the first inning against Grants Pass at Grants Pass, and that's your score, 2-0 after 1 inning of play in that tournament game. So you've got Roseburg leading 8-1. Here in this one. Squaring to bunt, strike, throw down to second. Got him. Austin Dustin cut down, stealing. Applying the tag, Dawson Gillespie, 1 away, bases empty. 0-2 count at the plate for Dawson Foulon. So no balls, 2 strikes. I believe Jordan White throwing in the bullpen for Roseburg. Pitch low and outside. Count goes to 1-2. So early going, South Medford leading 2-0 over Crater. Grants Pass Ashland leading 2-0 over Grants Pass. And Roseburg leading 8-1 over Eagle Point. Those are your 3 tournament games going on in baseball right now. Double elimination. If you avoid losing 2, you're guaranteed a game on Saturday. Next round will be played on Thursday. The 1-2 offering in the air out to left field. Carson Dunn racing back, and he will secure the baseball for the second out. Had to go a long way to get to that one for Dunn. Foulon gave it a bit of a ride, but the speedy Carson Dunn underneath it for the out. 2 down, bases empty, and up the top of the lineup, Trevor Brashears, who's been playing some good defense out in the outfield today. And as quickly as we were telling you about that first inning, it's now 3-2 Grants Pass in front of Ashland. As the first ball swinging, Brashears will fly out to Logan Klopfenstein, a long run for the center fielder to get underneath that one. But he makes the catch for the final out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Another scoreless frame for Eagle Point. 8-1 our score going to the bottom of the 5th. This is Roseburg Baseball on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Welcome you back for the bottom of the fifth in this contest. Roseburg leading 8-1. Today's game brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. Today's game also brought to you by Good Vibration Solutions. For home theater and automotive audio, you can feel it at Good Vibes. 8-1 the score. Roseburg batting in the bottom of the fifth inning. Top of the order, Sebastian Watson up for a fourth time in the game. First pitch swinging, he hits one in the air to center field. Darren Marsh, no problem camping underneath that one. One away. Watson now 0 for 3 in the game. Reached base once on a hit by pitch. Logan Klopfenstein going to have a quick conversation here with Coach Tim Sester, the first base coach and the hitting coach for this Roseburg team. Oregon State has tied that ball game up against Portland. They're in the bottom of the second. It looks like just going to get started there. So Oregon State in the top of the second inning, tying up that game against the University of Portland, 1-1 in a midweek non-leaguer. First pitch, a strike against Logan Klopfenstein. He is 1 for 2 today with an RBI and has a single, scored twice, been hit by a pitch. Roseburg softball has blown their game open against Eagle Point. The 0-1, Klopfenstein takes a breaking ball low. They are in the bottom of the second in that one, and Roseburg has scored 5 runs in the bottom of the second right now. They lead 7-2 against Eagle Point in that tournament game going on over there. Ball fouled off by Klopfenstein. He's got a 1-2 count. Same kind of format for the softball tournament as what we've got for the baseball tournament. The regular season champ, which happens to be North Medford, they've got a bye. Roseburg taking on Eagle Point, the 2-seeded Roseburg softball team taking on Eagle Point. The winner will move on to face the winner of Ashland and Grants Pass. Pitch low, 2-2 count. In fact, all your matchups are the same. Roseburg and Eagle Point, Grants Pass and Ashland, South Medford and Crater. Those are all the same matchups as what we have on the baseball side. A little bit different with the seeding numbers, but that's kind of interesting how that worked out. 2-2 pitch. Low and outside to go to a full count against Klopfenstein with 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the fifth. So if Roseburg does win, and they're leading by 5 in that game over there against Eagle Point, they'd face the winner of Grants Pass and Ashland coming up on Thursday, and Roseburg would have the home field advantage in that matchup. Full count. Klopfenstein goes down low, lines one out towards left field on the run. Not going to be able to get there. Brashears chases that one to the wall. Klopfenstein heading around second. He's going into third, and he's in standing up with the second triple of the game for Roseburg. Brashears couldn't cut that ball off in the alley. A gapper for Klopfenstein gets him to third base with 1 out. His second hit of the ball game. Roseburg now with 3 extra base hits in this one. A double by Gillespie, a triple by Titone, and now a triple by Klopfenstein. Austin Takahashi will bat. He is 1 for 2 in the game. Had a single in the first inning. He takes low and outside for ball 1. That is Roseburg's first hit since that triple by Dominic Titone in the first inning. They went 3 innings without a hit, but still scored 3 runs. A 1-0 pitch. Takahashi fouls it away. So the final book was closed on Lucas Fazio, the freshman who came in, the second pitcher of the day for Eagle Point. He did give up 3 runs in an inning and a third. No hits allowed. He walked 4, beaned 2, and struck out 1. The 1-1, Takahashi takes on the inside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. And it's outside to even things up at 2-2. Klopfenstein on at third after his 1-out triple. NBA postseason getting started tonight with the play-in tournament in the Eastern Conference. Big lead for the Indiana Pacers, who will give themselves a chance of getting into the playoffs with one more win. They could be eliminating the Charlotte Hornets. Full count pitch. Takahashi fouls away the 3-2 offering from Curtis Jackson. Right now, Indiana leading 134-100 with still 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. And they've got 134 points in this play-in tournament game. Indiana would have to beat the loser between Boston and Washington to make it into the playoffs. Line drive shot, that's another gapper for Roseburg. It gets down, high hop over the top of Marsh. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Takahashi has an RBI. He's heading in for third. They're going to put him there. Takahashi, back-to-back triples for Roseburg. Drives in Klopfenstein. And Roseburg's on top 9-1. That ball just outside the reach of Darren Marsh out there. And then mentioned before, it's a bit of a springy surface here on the very new Champion Car Wash field. This is the first full season of baseball on this field, and so there's still some spring to it. That ball bouncing over the top of Marsh, and he had to go trace it down. Dawson Gillespie will bat. He takes outside for ball 1. Gillespie has been on base all 3 times. He is 1 for 2. Last time up was hit by a pitch. Had the RBI double in the first and eventually came around to score. Takahashi takes a lead at third base. The 1-0 pitch is on the inner half for strike 1. The 1-1 pitch here. Jackson set. Gets an outside corner call for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Roseburg 2 outs are 2 runs away, by the way. Trying to wrap this one up in 5 innings. So pitch outside, bounces, knocked down by Meade for ball 2. Evens up the count for Dawson. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I've stopped referring to these games ending early because of the Mercy 10-run rule, because it feels like every time Roseburg wins in 5 innings, or a game goes 5 innings for Roseburg, it still takes the normal length of a full ball game as a ball pulled well foul by Gillespie into the parking lot here at Stewart Park. Stays a 2-2 count. This game's about an hour and 40 minutes into it, and we are in the bottom of the 5th. Roseburg leading 9-1. They could get to that 10-run rule with 2 more runs. That would be Dawson Gillespie at the plate right now representing that run. Takahashi at third. The ball gets by Meade. Takahashi will come in to score, and he makes it a 10-1 ball game. And it's a full count for Dawson Gillespie. Full count pitch coming up. 1 away. Roseburg leading big on top of Eagle Point. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Gillespie goes down with the strikeout. Doesn't happen often. But out in front of that breaking ball from Curtis Jackson for strike 3. For Jackson, that is his first strikeout. Each pitcher for Eagle Point has recorded at least one. Over there, they're still going in the second inning of that softball game. It's Knox Hubbard's first pitch, a swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Still going in that softball game. It is the bottom of the second, 10-2 now for Roseburg in front of Eagle Point. And it looks like they just wrap it up. They're going to the top of the third. Roseburg scoring 8 runs in the second inning of the softball game to take a 10-2 lead on top of Eagle Point in that tournament matchup. 1-0 count, or excuse me, 1-1 count for Knox Hubbard. Nobody on, 2 away. Roseburg leading at 10-1. Hubbard gets behind one out towards right center, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Darren Marsh having to play back and take that one on a hop. That'll be a single for Knox. His first hit of the game. He had walked twice prior. And Hubbard will get on with 2 down. And Knox Hubbard getting to stay on and run for himself. That doesn't usually happen for Roseburg's catcher. 1 on, 2 down. Already 2 runs in here in the 5th. First pitch swinging, ground ball by Garrett Zymek. Gets by at third. Dawson Foulon couldn't get a glove on it. Hubbard heading for third, and he's in. And up to second base will go Zymet with a double. So Zymet with a double down the line. Long run out there for Brashears to get to that baseball. And that allowed Zymet to go around the bases. And now the game-ending run is 90 feet from home. And we get a pinch hitter for Nathan Wayman. Coming into bat for Roseburg, we get a courtesy runner now for Knox Hubbard. I believe it is Braden Steinacre coming in to hit. Steinacre is batting his first at-bat at the varsity level this season. Pitch in the dirt, and that is ball 1 to Steinacre. Coming in to run at third base is Garrett Schultz. Running for Knox Hubbard, the courtesy runner there. Steinacre, that JV team going undefeated this year. Ground ball towards short. Up with it is Jimenez. His throw to first is going to be there in time, and the game will continue. 6-3 the put out for Jimenez. And Roseburg will get 2 more, and they lead 10-1 on top of Eagle Point as we go to the top of the 6th inning here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
This is Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
Welcome you back for the top of the 6th inning. Roseburg baseball brought to you by Current Orthodontics. A healthy, attractive smile means confidence inside and out. Call Dr. Peterson at 541-672-5721. And by Tim's Appliance at the corner of Lane and South Stevens in Roseburg. Get 0% financing. It's always available. And don't forget Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning. You can get 0% financing for 72 months on approved credit now at Mahalo Heating and Air. Our score, 10-1. Roseburg in front. Austin Takahashi is going to take over on the mound for Roseburg. Dominic Titone exits the game after 5 innings. Titone giving up just 1 hit, 1 run. And he finished with 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. So Titone in line to get his 4th win of the season. That would match Evan Corbin for the team lead. First pitch by Takahashi. Grounded to Sebastian Watson off the bat of a new man at the plate there. Batting for...
Next batter, number 17, Darren Marsh.
Batting for Eagle Point was Curtis Jackson, the pitcher, who had come in there. So Jackson grounding out 4-3. 1 away here in the 6th. A 1-0 pitch taken for strike 1 to Darren Marsh, the center fielder. The 1-1 from Takahashi is in the dirt. Austin Takahashi taking over for Titone. Missing high and inside for a 3-1 count. Takahashi has thrown 14 innings this season. He's got a 1-0 record. He's made 3 starts, 4.50 ERAs. He gets a swing and a miss out of Darren Marsh, who takes a mega cut at that one and does not connect. 3-2 pitch is fouled off, staying alive. Marsh will get another look. Full count here for Takahashi out of his windup, and he'll miss high for ball 4. 1 out, 1 on. Darren Marsh will reach base for a 3rd time. He's reached on an error, a single, and now a walk.
Next batter, number 8, Jace Ellis.
Jace Ellis will bat. He's 0 for 2 in the contest. First pitch outside from Takahashi. Taking a look at those other scores. Got an update on the South Medford game. It was 3-0 South Medford in front of Crater. Ball fouled away. Strike 1 against Ellis. So right now, if scores hold, and it's still early, that's after 2 innings down there at South Medford. If the scores hold, Roseburg would be taking on South Medford, likely down at Harry and David, as a back pick down to first, not in time after a strike call at the plate against Ellis. A ball and 2 strikes against the cleanup hitter for Eagle Point. The 1-2 breaking ball, it was upstairs, didn't have a lot of downward movement to it, but there was some slider action on that one, and it's a swing and a miss by Ellis, who's unhappy with himself chasing that pitch out of the zone. Austin Takahashi will get his first strikeout.
For Eagle Point, number 13, Quentin Holcomb.
And we get a new batter here in place of Stuart Lund, the first baseman. Coming in to bat, Quentin Holcomb. He'll bat with 2 outs and 1 on, and he takes low on the first pitch. The 1-0 is outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Stuart Lund comes out of the game. He was 0 for 2, struck out and a ground out. .2-0 pitch swung on and missed. Final in that NBA play-in game is a ball taken in the batter's box, foul by Knox Hubbard. A ball fouled up off the plate there. And that'll make it a 2-2 count here for Quentin Holcomb. 144 to 117. As a ball fouled away again by Holcomb. Indiana will keep their season alive. They will face the loser of Washington and Boston for the 8 seed in the Eastern Conference. Charlotte's season comes to an end as the 10 seed loses. Breaking ball is high. Count goes full. Quentin Holcomb battling his way back with 2 away, and Darren Marsh down at first. Full count pitch coming with 2 outs. Marsh will be going. He does. Fastball challenged the hitter and could not quite catch up to it. Holcomb just gets a piece of it, fouling it back to the screen. Full count pitch again. That one got enough of it to send it to right field. Marsh heading first to third. Zymek going to throw it all the way there, and not quite in time. The ball might have popped out of the glove for the third baseman. Jordan White out there at third now. I forgot to check on that one as Takahashi took over on the mound. So Holcomb will get a single to right field.
Point number 12, Dexter Jones.
And running on the play with that 3-2 count, Darren Marsh will go all the way to third. Nearly got gunned down by Garrett Zyman in right field, who threw an absolute bullet there, but just a step behind Marsh. Another ball flared out towards right field, but it'll end up foul off the bat of Luis Uribe, and I don't believe this is Uribe here. No, it will be a new batter. That is Jones. Swing and a miss on the 0-2 pitch in the dirt, down to first base, and the final out made. Dexter Jones will swing and miss for the second strikeout of the top of the 6th for Austin Takahashi. He gets through the 6th inning, no runs on 1 hit. No Roseburg errors, 2 men left on base for Eagle Point. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. A 10-1 score. Roseburg in front on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Here from Champion Car Wash Field, Roseburg Baseball, brought to you by the Smile Station, your destination for aesthetically crafted smiles. And by Flyway Travel. Contact their travel experts for your travel plans. 672-5701. Dominic Tatone scheduled to hit. No, Jordan White will be in there. I was wondering, I never did get a chance to check on all the defensive changes with the new pitcher coming in for Roseburg. Looks like Tatone will exit the game, and Jordan White comes in. First pitch swinging for White is a single to left field.
Next batter, number 1.
White just a simple piece of hitting there. Lifts one over the shortstop into shallow left field for a base hit. So White on at first. Carson Dunn scheduled to hit. We've had a lot of lineup changes here. Dunn pops up the ball on a bunt attempt for strike 1. Roseburg up 10-1. And we're going to have a defensive change. Darren Marsh will come out of center field. That's a chance to give Darren Marsh, a senior, a round of applause as he heads to the dugout. Not the final game, though. They'll have one more coming up on Thursday at least. Kellen Rapp out in center field, I believe. I'll double check the written scorecard. It hasn't matched up completely with the... No, that is Austin Dustin that's going to take over in center field. Swinging away, Carson Dunn will foul one down the left field line. Roseburg has a thrower in the bullpen. That is lefty Logan Klopfenstein out there. 0-2 count here for Carson Dunn. At first base is Jordan White. Not a big lead for him over there. Curtis Jackson still on the mound throwing for Eagle Point. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. For strike 3, Dunn goes down.
Next batter, number 2.
Second strikeout of the game for Curtis Jackson. One down here in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the order, Sebastian Watson will bat. First pitch, a strike at the knees on the inner half against Watson. Still a 1-1 ball game in the bottom of the 3rd between Oregon State and the University of Portland. And you've got Oregon baseball just about to get started. Pitch in the dirt for a 1-1 count for Watson. Oregon taking on Gonzaga. Big matchup there between those two squads. Two highly ranked teams in the college baseball RPI, so this will be beneficial for both teams, and especially for Oregon if they can get a win at home against the Bulldogs. 1-1 pitch to Watson. It's low and inside. 2 balls and a strike from Curtis Jackson. Two balls and a strike. Watson looking for his first hit on the day. Will take outside and low for a 3-1 count. He did get on base with a hit by pitch in the 3rd. Visit out to the mound for the first baseman. Stuart Lund did come back into the game at first base. Stepping off the rubber, Curtis Jackson. Looking back, Jordan White at first. They're into the 4th inning in that softball game. Top of the 4th over there. Still Roseburg leading at 10-2 on top of Eagle Point. It's a pickoff throw to first base. Back in goes Jordan White. Roseburg leading 10-1 in this one. 5 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and another 2 in the 5th. Strike taken on the inside corner. Full count for Sebastian Watson. Full count pitch here with 1 away. And it's in the dirt for ball 4 as Watson will draw the walk. First and second. White out to second base into scoring position would represent the run that would put this game away for Roseburg. Leading by 9 right now. Got to get it to that 10-run rule. Visit out to the mound. The entire infield will come in to meet out there with the coaching staff for Eagle Point. Roseburg baseball brought to you by Fisher Sarth & Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces. Stick around. We'll have your Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game after this one. And I want to say thanks to everybody watching online at 541radio.com and on the Score YouTube channel. We are able to stream today's game thanks to sponsorship from BTB Moving, providing labor services for your moving needs. Book them at 541-315-0122. Upstairs for ball one to Logan Klopfenstein. He is 2 for 3 in this game. A single and a triple. He scored 3 times, reached on a hit by pitch, and has an RBI ground out. So productive plate appearances for Klopfenstein today as he fouls off a pitch. Logan getting on base and scoring, or driving in runs when he's committing outs. So one way or another, he seems to be doing something good when he's at the plate. The 1-1, he takes on the outside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Curtis Jackson out there for Eagle Point, trying to wrap this one up here in the 6th inning. Want to get a double play ball if he can. Klopfenstein thinking other things. He launches one well foul into the parking lot here at Stewart Park, down the left field side. Right-handed batter, left-handed thrower is Klopfenstein. Roseburg starting center fielder. The 1-2 pitch outside, rattles around underneath the catcher Isaiah Meade, playing pinball with his heels. Well, you can see it, breaking ball in the dirt. He trapped it underneath him, and then you just see it bouncing back and forth between his 2 feet, right underneath him. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, diving attempt by Jimenez. He will not get it. They're going to send the runner around from third in safely. Roseburg will win. Not that that was necessarily in question at 10-1, but Roseburg will finish this one off, scoring the run here in the bottom of the 6th to make it 11-1. Logan Klopfenstein will get an RBI single, a big productive day for him at the plate. And Roseburg wins 11-1 in this tournament game. Roseburg on top of Eagle Point 11-1. They'll move on to play the winner of South Medford and South Medford and Crater. The winner moves on to take on Roseburg coming up on Thursday. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we will get to our post-game show where we will recap this one for you here tonight, and we will take a look at tonight's Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game. Roseburg on top of Eagle Point, 11-1. We'll have all the numbers for you after this 3-minute break. This is Roseburg Baseball, online at 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Josh Nelson from Off the Wall on the Score. When I'm not in the Score Sports Closet, I own and operate BTV Moving here in Roseburg. We are a labor-only company offering services such as packing, unpacking, loading, unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. We pride ourselves on being an affordable, veteran-owned company. Contact us at 541-315-0122 for all your moving needs. That's BTV Moving, 541-315-0122.
At Kern Orthodontics, we stand out because of the smiles and the excitement that we create. A beautiful smile can really make a huge impact in someone's life. Our main goal is we also want you to be able to walk down the street and have your neighbors say, "Hey, where did you get that great smile?" And for you to be able to say, "At Kern Orthodontics."
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
We are Douglas County Farmers Co-op, but we're not just for farmers. We serve all residents of Douglas County because we are Douglas County. Stop by today for everything from a tank of gas to a bite to eat anytime you're hungry. Pick up something for yourself, your home, and those you care for. Celebrating 100 years of service, Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Good people, good products, and good advice.
Buy one, get one free at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube. Buy one signature service oil change at regular price and receive a coupon for a second one free. That's a $43.99 value. The signature service oil change features up to 5 quarts conventional Pennzoil, a new spin-on filter, and a visual inspection of belts, brakes, tires, and wipers, plus fluid top-off and a 90-day top-off guarantee. Buy one signature service oil change with Pennzoil, get one free now at the Roseburg Jiffy Lube, next to Champion Car Wash.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field as we wrap this one up for you here tonight. Roseburg wins 11-1 on top of Eagle Point to start off the Southern Oregon Conference tournament with a win. Roseburg will move on to face the winner of South Medford and Crater. And last we heard, Crater was trailing South Medford 3-0. Joey Kieran here with you as we put the final numbers together for this one. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors for Eagle Point. 11 runs on 11 hits, 2 errors for Roseburg. And that is a look at the final numbers here tonight. Roseburg gets 5 in the first, 1 in the second. Eagle Point got 1 back in the top of the 3rd inning. Roseburg got 2 back in the bottom of the 3rd, and they were on top 8-1 at the time. They put 2 across in the 5th inning and made it a 10-1 score at the time, and then put this one to bed early with a run in the bottom of the 6th, making it 11-1, the Mercy Rule victory there for Roseburg. Quick check over before I forget to check over on that softball game. Right now, Roseburg on top of Eagle Point in the softball matchup, 10-2 as they're in the 5th inning of that one, top of the 5th. Starting out things there, 10-2, Roseburg in front of Eagle Point in that matchup, first round game there in the softball tournament for the Southern Oregon Conference. So Roseburg gets the win. It is Dominic Titone who will go to 4-1 on the season with the victory there. Titone goes 5 innings, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Austin Takahashi in relief pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, no runs. He struck out 2 and walked 1. Not a save opportunity for him there. On the other side, taking the loss, Darren Marsh lasted just 1 inning. He pitched, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Lucas Fazio and Curtis Jackson come on and pitch in relief, each giving up 3 runs in their time on the mound. Taking a look at some of the offensive numbers, only a couple of hits in the ballgame for Eagle Point. Darren Marsh had 1. He was 1 for 2 in the game with an RBI single. And then Quentin Holcomb had the other hit in the game with a single in the 6th inning. For Roseburg, had 11 hits in this one. Logan Klopfenstein was 3 for 4 in this one. He had 2 singles, a triple, and was hit by a pitch, scored 3 runs, had 2 RBI. Austin Takahashi was 2 for 3, had a single and a triple, 2 RBI, and a walk in there. Dawson Gillespie was 1 for 3 with a RBI double. Knox Hubbard was 1 for 2 with a single and 2 walks. He scored a run. Garrett Zimet had a double. He was 1 for 3. Nathan Wayman, the DH, was 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI double. Let's see here. Dominic Tatone was 1 for 1 with an RBI triple and also had 2 walks. Jordan White also got in that spot in the lineup. He had an RBI, or he had a leadoff single in the 6th inning. Eventually came around to score the game-ending run. And Carson Dunn got on with a walk and scored a run in this ball game as well. That is a look at how this one played out here today as Roseburg gets the win. Taking a look at what we have for scores in the tournament. Roseburg winning 11-1 over Eagle Point. And in that baseball match between South and Crater, the winner of that matchup will face Roseburg. South was winning 3-0 after 2 innings in that game. The other side of the bracket, the winner moving on to face North Medford between Grants Pass and Ashland. And Grants Pass leading 6-3 at the end of the 4th inning against Ashland there. So the Cavemen, after falling behind 2-0, rallying back, and they lead 6-3 on top of the Grizzlies after 4 innings of play. And the winner again moving on to face North Medford in that matchup. So now Eagle Point will face the loser between South Medford and Crater. Roseburg will face the winner. And those games will be played coming up on Thursday. Roseburg would be the higher seed, I guess you call it, the lower seed. Roseburg, the 3 seed, would be on the road against 2 seed South Medford if that's how things play out. And for if Crater came back to win against South Medford, then Roseburg would be at home against Crater because they would be taking on the 6th seed. So that is kind of what it looks like, if the scores hold. It looks like we'll be on the road at South Medford on Thursday to bring you Roseburg baseball against the Panthers there. That'll be a good one because those 2 teams have split that series so far. 1-1 against the South Medford Panthers so far this year for Roseburg. All right, well, folks, that's going to wrap things up here for us. We do have our Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game to get to here. And a lot of good stuff that happened going around in this one. And I'm trying to think of who I'd like to give some of this to. And, we've been giving out a lot of these. I have given some of these guys a lot of pizza gift certificates. The winner of the Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game getting a $50 gift certificate to use at Mountain Mike's. And so in the sense of trying to spread out the wealth a little bit, try and, acknowledge some of the guys that have done good things. Obviously, I'm not going to pick somebody that didn't do anything in the game, but I'm going to pick somebody new to try and give share the wealth a little bit and recognize some of the stuff that we get from everybody out there. Jordan White, he came in, played some good defense at third for just a short little while, but in his one at-bat, he had a single, and then he comes around and scores the game-ending run. So he put this one to bed after 6 innings of play, scoring in the 6th inning on an RBI single by Logan Kloffenstein. Kloffenstein would probably be my leading candidate for the player of the game, or possibly Dominic Tatone, but they have each won the award multiple times. So I'm going to give it to Jordan White today to spread the love around a little bit there. Congratulations to Jordan White. He is our Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game. Well, folks, that's going to wrap it up for us here from Champion Car Wash Field, where Roseburg today wins 11-1, and they'll move on to face either South Medford or Crater coming up on Thursday. Game time still to be announced, although we expect it to be about 5 o'clock for that one, so stay tuned for that. We'll have an update online at 541radio.com, and you can find it there. Want to say thanks to Eagle Point for making the trek up here today. Thanks to Athletic Director Russ Bullen, Head Coach Troy Thompson, and the entire Roseburg baseball program for allowing us to bring you another season of Roseburg baseball here on The Score. Want to say thanks to Brenton Cranford back in the studio along with Craig. I want to say Ortega, learning new names for some of the guys in the booth for us here as we bring in some new help. Yes, I did remember that correctly. Craig, thanks so much. He's coming in, learning with Brenton here today. Thanks to those guys back in the studio with the radio production here this afternoon. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for today's broadcast because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Keyran. We will talk to you guys coming up tomorrow night when we bring you Roseburg boys basketball for the first time this season. Roseburg boys taking on Eagle Point from Stuart W. Robertson Memorial Gymnasium. We'll have the broadcast of that one for you starting with a pregame show at 6:30 and tip-off at 6:45. You can catch the action right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.